Welcome to our very first trip video on Nomad Story. This was our recent trip to Turks and Caicos, where we took the ultimate shorts down for the ultimate wear test. Watch where we get stuck on the road, quite literally. Enjoy outings like the Junkanoo performance at the Fish Fry, beautiful snorkeling in clear waters, stunning weather, and postcard-worthy landscapes.
This might be my last video entry. We just took possession of a right-hand drive car on a left-hand drive island. I'm letting my wife drive, so if somebody sees this video.
I'm a perfectly good driver.
If somebody sees this video after we die, please delete my browser history.
Oh my god, this is weird. It looks like they're gonna run into me.
Yeah, you can come this way, but yeah, there you go. Speed bump. Oh, tabak.
He's gonna be alive. We're gonna be fine. The first thing we did coming out of the airport was pick up our car rental. There are plenty of options near the airport, and we do recommend booking ahead. On the island, there's zero transportation, and taxis can get really expensive. So renting a car for the duration of your trip is the absolute go-to if you want to visit a lot of different places. If you are planning an off-roading trip, though, get an actual 4x4 and don't cheap out on that. The roads that are unpaved are really bumpy. Second, we booked an Airbnb. This was really great because we had our own laundry room, which allowed us to pack really light, and we had our own kitchen, which meant that we were able to make our own breakfast, pack lunches, and save a few bucks. Everything on the island is imported, and all of the best locations are tourist-focused, so it gets pretty pricey if you plan on eating out every single meal. Lastly, we flew in on a Tuesday, whereas JM got in on the Friday. Randy and I got out of the airport in no time, whereas it took JM a solid hour after his plane landed. Flying in the middle of the work week was definitely a plus for beating the airport traffic. Here we are at our Airbnb, and we cannot wait to start exploring the island.
So we stuffed these shirts in here yesterday. This is a carry-on bag that was very, very tightly packed. And about to find out. I'm kind of curious if they're wrinkled and how wrinkled. That's pretty much not wrinkled.
What's the other pair? Because the other one's shoved at the bottom.
Yeah, the other one a little bit deeper in. Anyway, I would call that good enough to wear.
And I don't have to iron anything. After Randy ditched his jeans and put on the ultimate shorts, we were ready to hit the town. The island is fairly small and easy to get around, and the airport is right off the main road, less than 10 minutes away from the grocery store called IGA. Although there are so many restaurants and food places to choose from, I want to share with you guys our 4 favorite. These are really the highlights. The first one is called Coco Van Airstream. Highly, highly recommended. It's the first one on the list because it was our absolute favorite. We ended up going there twice with JM. They had great food at really fair price. It's the Airstream on the right-hand side of the parking lot. Very casual and extremely beautiful ambiance. The second place is Somewhere Cafe, right off the Coral Gardens. We brought JM there on the Friday after he landed. The location is perfect for spending the day at the beach with easy parking and walking over to the restaurant with a beautiful view of the sunset. The food is good, but nothing extraordinary, and pricing is what you would expect for a tourist-driven location. They do have live music on Friday nights and drink specials every day of the week. The third location is Omar's Beach Hut. They have a great menu, an amazing location just across Chalk Sound, and the owners are super inviting and friendly. Lastly, Taste the Ting doesn't look like much on the outside, but they had the absolute best local Caribbean food for an extraordinarily good price. It's perfect for picking up on the way back to the airport. This is our second trip together as a group, and the more we travel with each other, the more we realize our traveling style is very different. Yeah, I'm recording. Go for it.
All right, I'm going for it. So, what are your travel essentials?
My travel essentials. It's funny because I wrote these questions, but they were actually really tough. My travel essentials would be my cell phone, probably, because in it you have everything at your fingertips. And a really good pair of walking shoes. those are my travel essentials. Yeah, if I had to pick two things, cell phone and a really good pair of walking shoes.
Oh, travel essentials. Definitely sunscreen. Always make sure to have my credit cards. And what else? Essentials. If you had to describe your traveling style in 2 words, what would they be?
Adventurous and
Can I suggest organized?
yeah, I guess organized is not a bad one. Yeah, I guess adventurous and organized. It's kind of a funny combo, right? All right. How do you choose what to pack?
Mostly based on multi-use. So I debated bringing a pocket knife because typically I always have a pocket knife at home, and 90% of the time you don't need it, but the 5% of the time you do need it, it's really nice to have it with you, kind of like a condom.
3 things on a deserted island. Mosquito net, so I can sleep well. Something to make a fire, and probably a knife, because a knife has multi-use, right? So yeah.
Of the three of you, who takes the longest to get ready?
You. Yeah, when.
Next up, you cannot go to Turks and Caicos without visiting all their stunning beaches. The water is unbelievable, perfect for snorkeling, relaxing, and learning how to paddleboard.
Oh, I think I got it. Oh.
First up, Sapodilla Bay. It's right across Chalk Sound. It's got an easy public access and feels more like an intimate beach than some of the other ones we went to. The second one isn't really a beach. Chalk Sound is probably one of the most breathtaking views I have ever seen. The waters are shallow with white sand, which gives it a surreal turquoise color and perfect for kayaking and paddleboarding. Access is a little limited as most of the land is private property, and you can rent a kayak or paddleboard from the restaurant called Las Brisas. However, the owner will not allow you to bring your own gear. Alternatively, there is a public access near a place called Phoenix Sports Bar. It's not super well maintained, but it gets you into Chalk Sound for free. Third is Coral Gardens. It's the perfect location that's easy to access and great for beginner snorkelers. Despite its easy access, you can still see amazing fish and wildlife. There is a protected zone which you cannot cross, and yes, the beach guard will whistle at you if you cross those lines. But I guarantee you, just swimming around it allows you to see so much. Lastly, Long Bay Beach was probably our absolute favorite. It's an incredibly long strip of shallow beach, which makes it a giant pool with clear and warm water. Getting there takes a little trek through this one public road, so be ready to walk a solid 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how much gear you've got. From Long Bay Beach, you can see the Famille Express shipwreck that became a landmark since Hurricane Francis in 2004. I was absolutely convinced that we could walk there. I don't make you. I said you could go back.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't let me live it down.
Why would I not let you live it down?
You want to do things with me sometimes. Here I am with you walking towards that cardboard cutout of it.
I don't know if the camera's going to catch it. Oh, yeah, it does. There's rainbow number 1. And then there's a rainbow circling the sun. That's cool. Earlier that day, before we went to Long Bay Beach, I couldn't help but try to scratch my adventure-seeking itch. I somehow convinced these two guys to try and drive down to Pirates Cove and Bonefish Beach. So where we're going, it's called Pirates Cove. It's along the west tip of Turks and Caicos. And it has two interesting points. There's a beachfront called Bonefish Beach, and then next to it is a pirate's cave where pirates used to go and chill out, essentially, or go hide out. So there are 2 holes in the rocks and whatnot, and you can actually climb down, and you can take a swim, and then you can go visit Split Rock, which is basically at the tip of the island that basically eroded away. to go to the United States often get dropped off here, and they're told that, like, hey, this is Florida, good luck. So we've got 8 kilometers to go.
Hey, 20% done.
So this is where we're going. Taking a little bit of a pause because the road right in front of us is pretty damn bad. We're not sure that the little Barney mobile is actually going to be able to make it. Just to show you guys. Yeah. So Shamak's gonna set out his drone, do a little scouting, see what the road's like, and we might either call it quits, head back to option B for the day, or walk down. This is like a 6-kilometer walk all the way down, so we're not sure about that either. Yeah, trying to assess our options. All right, so we can take a vote. You guys want to walk it or abort? If we
This is a wash. We don't have a car for this.
Okay.
Walking it, because we have a solid 2-hour walk there. It is going to be 1 p.m. by the time we get there, and we have a 2-hour walk back to the car. I don't think we can pull that off. I don't even think we have enough water with us. That's a good point.
I think it's feasible, it's just not comfortable. It's not going to be fun. And then otherwise we can head back, we can grab the other paddleboard and go to Mangrove Cay in that case. At least we tried.
It's part of the adventure, is it?
Can't say we didn't try. Finally, if you happen to be in Turks and Caicos on a Thursday evening, the fish fry near the Bite, right next to Mr. Gooper's restaurant, is really worth checking out. So we are headed to the Big Fish Fry in Turks and Caicos. What time is it now? 7:45?
Yeah.
We ate before coming, for anticipation that it's kind of like a touristy event. It's every single Thursday at the Bite.
Probably get back, right?
It's kind of like a night market-ish kind of vibes. There's a lot of local foods. There's going to be local vendors and such. I expect prices to be a little bit more expensive, so we ate before, but if there's something really cool, we might still take a bite. All right, check it out.
Big pocket, perfect.
No, but they take all the restaurants. They take cards. It's just. My card? Cash. I don't have cash on me. No problem. So when I asked around, people were like, most of the artisanal vendors take cash, but most of the food places will take card. We were mistaken, and we were graciously offered free beer just now by accident. Thank you so much. Sorry, what's your name?
Kia.
Kia?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Kia.
Nice to meet you. So what's your name?
Yeah.
Yaya?
Yeah.
Love it.
Thanks. The little stalls here are all the different boutiques and restaurants that are around town. And unless you really want to wait in line, we're really glad that we ate before. So the fish fry starts at 4 p.m. and it goes all the way until 10. So in theory, you could show up really early and eat, but the music only starts at 8 p.m., which is about now. So depending what kind of vibe you want to come for, maybe eat before. Hi. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
What's in a gully wash?
So the gully wash made up of coconut,
Coconut,
yeah, sweet milk, a little bit of
sweet milk, and cinnamon,
yeah, dark rum.
and dark rum. Ooh. That sounds sweet and yummy. Do you take credit card? Yeah? I'm gonna try a gully wash. Thank you. So, what are our final thoughts of Turks and Caicos? Not only do the islands have beautiful beaches and water sports, they have amazing crafters, artisans, adventure locations, really good rum, and just a relaxed yet comfortable vibe worth experiencing. Most tourists are families or older couples, so zero obnoxious loud party tourists anywhere to be found. It's definitely worth a visit, but don't expect to be traveling on the cheap side. Rent a car, pack stylish yet versatile, and lots of sunscreen. Happy travels, and as always, embrace the journey.